Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Lynn, your new favorite dream catcher, and we are going to do a little bit of a channeled message. This message is positive. It's encouragement for communication and how you should approach this and what your intention should be. And we're also going to look into what you should look out for in this intention. Okay, so this card in front of the camera says, you are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart, bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. So what I got was, this is intentionally to communicate with people you actually want to keep a relationship with, but there are some things that are dangling in the back of your head and you're not quite sure, is it coming from this person, or is it me, or is there some gossip going on? And you're not quite sure where it's coming from. People may seem a little strange at times. Maybe they act a little weird. And you're not quite sure what's going on. That is who this is for. And Spirit is saying, when you approach the individuals that you desire to keep a relationship with, but you're not sure that's going to happen, be open-minded when you approach them. Leave the judgment or assumptions behind and try your best to be understanding with their perspective or what they might have assumed, and whatever comes out as you speak to them. But also be observant of how each individual receives you and treats you after the first attempt, and go from there. Meaning, don't just try once, give it a second time, because the first time might not translate as well. Maybe it'll take some time to think about what was said to you versus what was asked from you. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit also wants you to pay attention to the red flags, and you should question those red flags. Question them up front, maybe think about it, and then ask later. Give some time for depth and understanding to develop in this communication, because we all know that the red flags that you ignore will come back to bite you later, right? So something you feel is a red flag, but you're not sure, question it. Question what you don't understand, and question with the intentions of clarity. Question with the intentions of clarity, okay? Because sometimes people are going through things that you may not know about, they don't want to talk to anyone about it, And so, there might be more to it than you realize. And so we're going to shuffle some cards. Spirit, what should the individual be aware of or look out for when questioning the individuals they want to keep a relationship with and they're not sure how to perceive the individual? What should collective look out for? Oops. Sorry about that. All right. First card says red flags. Red flags. Warning signs. Ignored intuition. Potential troubles. You know better. Okay, so the red flags and questioning them, don't let them get you hostile and raveled up. Just pay attention to the words that are coming out of their mouth and be observant of their body language. Okay? What else, Spirit? That is your confirmation. There are some red flags here. Okay. We have false alarm, exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events, much ado about nothing. So if there is something going on in this person's life that you try to connect with, they may feel guilty all of a sudden about something that was said behind your back that you may not know about. Okay. So again, red flags, right? This could be a relationship, this could be friends, this could be family, okay? Wake up call, spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness. Can't ignore it anymore. Red flags, another confirmation. So what goes on in that conversation is going to wake you up. It's going to make you realize, like, dang, I don't know this person at all. I don't know this person at all. Who is this person? You know? The next card that fell out is toxic love. So for some of you, this is a relationship. Or you have a friendship with someone where it feels like a bad relationship you've been in before. And it could be the residuals of a bad relationship that they're in and they're not talking about it. So how they treat you is, pent up emotions that they have towards someone else. And that is the reason why your relationship with this person feels a little bit strange and weird at times. It says pain disguised as passion. Addictive patterns, harmful attachments, can't live without. Yeah. That can very well be a friendship as well. You don't want to be an enabler because it's just only going to get worse. And then you, in turn, when things hit the fan, you'll get blamed for everything, Clout chaser. Doing anything for attention, fame, hungry, desperate for followers, anything for a like. So some of you could have developed a friendship through social media, and this person may have been stalking you and eyeing you, and you had no idea. No idea. And you think you really have a great relationship with this person. You think that there is genuine love and respect between you two. And that's why you need to have this conversation with an open mind so that you can hear them clearly by their body language and the choice words that they say in response to the communication that you want to have and their fake false alarms. At some point, when you try another time to have a question with them or you question a red flag, they're gonna act like, oh, I can't talk right now. I have to go do this, that, and the third. Give them 3 chances, okay? 3 chances, and then let them go. If you can't get clarity, that is the sign that something is going on, okay? They could feel nervous about something, stressed, overwhelmed, and they could feel threatened. But you need to convey to them that you are approaching this with a non-biased, unjudgmental perspective, and you just want clarity and that you want understanding of what's going on between you and your friendship. You want to make sure that there's no bad blood. And even if you telling them that straight up isn't enough for them to be honest and straightforward with you, guess what? There's a red flag there. That's not your friend. That relative or mother or father or cousin, auntie, uncle, whoever it is, whatever, it's not genuine. It's not genuine enough for them to handle the maturity that you want in your life as an adult. They can't handle that maturity. They can't handle that genuine honesty. It scares them. It freaks them out. And they know very much well that it's going to expose them. Too real sometimes is just simply being honest about who you are and how you want to live your life. Something that simple is enough to scare the shit out of some people. So don't take it as a negative because you're going to benefit from this anyway. You're removing negative energy out of your life and you have nothing in your way because you went for the clarity, you went for the understanding, you went for open-mindedness, and there's nothing to stop it now because now you see, right? You don't have to assume, you don't have to guess. You saw what you saw, and you saw how they received you. You saw how they reacted to your genuine vulnerability. And that power that you gained by their reaction is everything. Okay? You control your energy, you control your environment. That's what that gave you. So don't approach this with a heavy heart. Don't approach this with a negative mindset. Approach this with knowing that whatever red flags come out is your benefit to get that clarity that you need. Okay? Don't ignore the red flags. Pay attention to how they act towards you, even after the conversation, even if it's positive, even if it feels loving, even if it feels like it's understanding. Don't let it off the hook just yet. Be observant, okay? Because some people know how to be fake, okay? That's just something they have learned to get what they want, okay? That is it, collective. I hope that helped you. I hope that motivated you to move forward in a positive direction, to be surrounded by better and positive things and get the bad out of your life, okay? Peace. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. Ciao.